Okay, so this is actually something I want to try myself with the recent Horus cards from Egov. I personally never really had, like... I've played this deck a few times, I haven't been having, like, too much luck with it. I've seen, like, other deck lists, just, yeah, like, many, like, other, like, Horus Stun deck lists on YouTube, and these were deck lists that did well at regionals, YCSs. Yeah, like, events that... I go to regionals whenever they're in Montreal. I haven't been to a YCS yet. I assume it's, like, more of the same. Long-ass, like, day of just playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, pretty much every regionals I've ever went to, it's been at least 7 rounds. 2 of them were, like, 8 rounds. So yeah, deck that could do well at the regional level. I'm gonna try and, like, hopefully just leech off its success. So I'm gonna do my own Horus Stun deck list. A lot of the Horus Stun deck lists I did see played cards like Light and Darkness Dragon, Vanity's Fiend even. In one case where the guy didn't really like how to play a lad, you have to just take 2 of your monsters off the board. You have to tribute 2 of your monsters to get this thing on the field. Whereas this, it's not quite as effective as just like saying that your opponent can't play as Light and Darkness Dragon, but yeah, this is a very similar card. You only have to take 1 monster off your board. Said guy who was running Vanity's Fiend. I also saw a list with a guy running like 3 copies of Vanity's Fiend and 3 copies of Majesty's Fiend, which is very similar. Also, you have to just like hard normal summon this on the board, give up one of your monsters to do so, but neither player can activate monster effects. I don't know if I'm gonna main or side this yet, but instead I'm gonna try Inspector Border, because this is very similar to Majesty's Fiend in a way that it just prevents, yeah, both players, so I'd be like locked onto this too. Locks both players out of monster effects, but let's just say the opponent can get like one of these like monster card types onto their field. They would actually have at least 1 monster effect they can actually go activate. Whereas this, I don't have to like take any of my monsters off the board to get this on the field. Inspector Border. So yeah, if I were to have Inspector Border and King Sarcophagus in the same opening hand, I'd be honestly feeling pretty good about going first in that case, because I would just need to activate the effect of this spell card to just load up my graveyard with Horus monsters, which... These do not start a chain, these effects do not activate, these are just all inherent summons from the graveyard, so you can normal summon, yeah, Inspector Border here as your first summon. Play Sarcophagus, start filling up your graveyard with Horus monsters, and then just summon them all back. So yeah, you can just set up a pretty nasty board. Okay, sure, like unless they get rid of your border, none of them can use their effects, but you can just, yeah, fill up your field with monsters. And yeah, if your opponent really needs to use any monster effects to get anything accomplished, then I guess they're just SOL. And if they get rid of the border, and if you have like a board full of Horus monsters, you could just kind of go use all their effects. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely want to do some experimenting with border with a Horus Stun list for damn sure. I think I'd rather just actually jump into games rather than just explaining exactly all of my... Yeah, rather than explaining all of my deck choices, I'd rather actually just play with this a bit. And yeah, like, I guess for the first time on stream, like, ever. Okay, maybe not counting all of those custom card duels and duels I've played in, like, formats like Goat and Edison, for the first time ever I'm gonna want to go first. There was, like, another deck list that I noticed where the guy kind of just decided to forego running cards like Lad, Vanity's Fiend, and whatnot, instead running hand traps in their place. The deck kind of loses a lot of its stopping power, in my opinion, going first, but if you have to go second, like I just did right there, then at least, like, you can maybe use one of your hand traps going second to just screw with your opponent on their first turn. So this way, yeah, I get some more counterplay here. If they summon enough times, I can just, yeah, Nibiru. Okay, I don't even remember if... I don't think Purely summons like 5+ times in a turn. I think they can play around Nibiru. Okay, I also know, yeah, that's the rivalry of Warlords. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters on the field without original name. So that's one summon. I'll just have to hope I can actually, like, catch him off guard with Nibiru at this point. If I can't really just rip apart his board, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Like, how the hell am I gonna... I don't know how I'm gonna play through... I don't think I can really play through a rivalry with this deck. This deck doesn't really play through it. That's 2 summons so far. Three. Four. Alright, the pretty memory. Okay, M1, he's giving me priority. Nice. Yeah, but I'm still probably gonna get stopped by the rivalry, most likely. It's... My friend... Okay, that's a spell trap effect. Still don't really think I know what I'm supposed to do here, to be honest. My monsters are of all different types. Okay, even then, still, I need to get to... And I have only some hand traps. He didn't use any monster effects anyways, so... No, I still can't even play anything anyways, I don't think. Thrust, Talent, these aren't even live right now. These are kind of just useless, like, in my hand, basically. Alright. Yeah, Thrust and Talent, these could have been amazing, but no monster effects were activated, so they were dead. They were dead cards in hand. Yeah, basically, like, my whole hand was just, like, useless. These really, like, I couldn't get these in the graveyard or anything. Couldn't get access to, like, Sarcophagus. These weren't live. This, you could probably just play around. 2. I'm just counting the summons here. Three. Can this attack twice or something? No, I think it's another Purely that can attack 2 times. No, I think it's the Happy Memory that gives it another attack. Which it doesn't have attached to it, yet. summons still. I'll do some math on the attack here. 4. Extra deck. Oh, 5. And a main Nibiru. Ow, I'm pretty sure I counted 5 summons. I guess I can't then. Yeah, I can't summon Nibiru under Rivalry. Honestly, not sure. I have like a Journey into the Light 1.20, like 0.6 playthrough I still want to actually like continue. Yeah, I want to continue ideally. So this time I get to go first. Okay, Nibiru did like absolutely... I don't think this is gonna do too much against Purely either. I don't think that does a whole lot either. So it should be good to still leave in, I would assume, to deal with the Noir if he has another monster. Skill Drain. I think I want to keep that around too. Okay, this I definitely want to keep around. I should hurry this up though. I'll just take out a going first. I'll take out a going second card if I want to go first. I think that would make sense at least. I'm just gonna try and just screw him over with. This'll have to do. Okay, we got a hand. We got one hell of a hand here. If you can't out the border, then I don't know, I might be able to just steal game 2. Normal summon Inspector Border. And then I'll go back in after... Okay, I think my opponent already caught on what was gonna happen. Yeah, if you don't have an out for the border and I can just kind of go, like, vomit all my Horus monsters out on the board and you can't out border, yeah, I think it's GG at that point. Probably going second again. After that, probably gonna have to go second again. Yep, I can only assume he did not have an out the border. I think this sucks against Purely, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I don't think Evenly is that effective against it. It's not like they have, like... I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the borders around. Maybe. I think I'll take them out. Swap cards. We're gonna do something like this. I don't know if this is like too effective against Purely. I don't remember if I'm not gonna bother. I think their monsters have like all different attributes, so this is not gonna be a good call. He played perfectly around the Nibiru game 1. Like, literally, he played absolutely perfectly around it game 1. Expecting to go second, it's like, yeah, like it's his call since he just lost game 2. No, I really had to wonder what his hand looked like in game 2, just out of curiosity. My guess would be, like, no outs to border. That's all I could guess. Oh, I feel like, yeah, I need, like, either Imseti or King Sark for this hand to be good. Dimensional Fissure. Okay, now I really... Okay, that I would definitely have to out. Okay, what does this do? When you can add one... I decided I want to Ash that. I was kind of just thinking on that. Can target one. Oh, that's how. Up to thrice per turn, you can attach that and change the battle position. What does Pretty Memory do again? Okay, it's not a quick effect. That's... Okay, just a free draw. Free draw? Okay. So that's in the way. That's a problem right there. I can thrust, but I can't talent. At least for now I can't talent, but I can thrust. If I thrust into Duster, I can easily clear these off the field, sure. But then the rest of my hand is still, like, kind of underwhelming. See what happens here. Probably no response. Oh, okay. Defense mode, I guess? Oh wait, never mind. Negate the effect. This is a quick effect. Oh yeah, this is fine. Okay, good. Something good. Something... Okay, Sark. And hope Thrust goes through. I'm gonna... Yeah, Thrust into Duster here. Get that stupid Fissure off the field. Back when I was playing Grand Maju, like, I'd be like, okay, whatever. In fact, I could have been like... In fact, there was a point where I was just signing this in as well, but I'm playing Horus, so no, I gotta get... But no, I gotta get that off my field now. Go in again. To grave. I should still have a Crystal Beast in here. Yep, I do. I already have a Sarcophagus going, so we can add that. I think I'll just play 4 monsters. Better safe than sorry. I don't want Nibiru to utterly destroy me, so 4 will be fine. That's on... How much attack is that on? Sleepy and a Happy... No, Sleepy and Pretty Memory. I'm just looking here. Once per turn. Okay, that's... 1600 attack. Just want to make sure that was 16 and not like anything more. My opponent's probably actually still alive here. I could play like one more monster, but I just didn't want to like summon 5 times and risk running into a Nibiru that would just, yeah, like completely and utterly destroy me. So yeah, my opponent gets away with 300 life points. And now I'm gonna hope they don't have a spellcaster or a means to out this. If their hand is all spells, they're cooked. They're done for. If that's all spells in their hand, it's over. I'm pretty much like won here. Or if they somehow get rid of this with something that's not a spell. Or if they have their own spellcaster, maybe a hand trap or something. Let me guess. Artemis or something? Oh, Relinquished Anima. Right. Pot of Frost. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this through. I swear, if I would have put Imseti in, like, this zone... Any zone that wasn't this one or this one... I'd still probably be, like, guaranteed to win here, I would think. If he can't just, like, OTK me, I can just also, like, worst case scenario, give my opponent a Lava Golem and then just win off of that. Because that's gonna burn him for 1,000 on the next standby phase. Unless he can just gain enough life points back. Which, that he will. Okay, he still couldn't find an out to this. He still couldn't out this. I really thought my opponent was gonna have a nice come from behind victory. Yeah, I totally forgot. I completely. I'm not really playing much Yu-Gi-Oh lately. That's kind of like why the Relinquished Anima just flew right over my head. Yeah, purely it's got a bunch of level 1s, so yeah, Anima's very easy to summon, which is a spellcaster. So yeah, this isn't really going to like. I mean, this shouldn't really slow like. Purely down too much if they can just link summon the Anima and then just like that, boom, they got a spellcaster. Still one apparently. I'm probably going second again. Yep. 53 cards. Let's just hope they're on lights or darks or something so I can at least hit them with the Bestial. Oh, Diviner. Probably then, in that case. I'm gonna guess Voiceless Voice they're on. Okay, at least Bestials are good against that, from what I remember. Yeah, pretty much almost all the relevant monsters are either light. Well, they're almost all light. Maybe there's a few darks they might play, I don't know. But it's mostly lights, which, yeah, this can cover. I'm gonna guess Voiceless Voice, most likely. Yeah, by far the best ritual deck, and okay, not even. Oh, something different. Ritual summon this with a recipe card. Recette de poisson, fish recipe. Well, I got nothing to stop that. Fish recipe. With this card's ritual summon, you can add one activated Nouvelle's card to I've never seen this archetype. I've seen the archetype, but I've never seen anybody actually try to play it. Diviner does what again in the grid? Oh, special summon something from the deck. Nouvelle. I've seen some of the cards, but I've never seen someone actually go through the trouble of playing the deck. Oh, they even run the OG Hungry Burger. Yeah, I think this archetype must mention the burger in some way, if they're willing to run it. What does she do again? 1 level 1 ritual monster or 1 recipe card from your deck to your hand. Another of this guy. Vanish. Okay, that was that effect. I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of reading because what the hell is that? I just see like 2 cartoon characters getting married. Discard 1 spell, add 1 light ritual monster or 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Oh, and Mikonkos. Oh wait, Mikonkos also exists. It's just I see a lot more Voiceless Voice than either of these other 2 archetypes my guy is playing here. The table. Field spell, whatever. The at table field spell. Okay, how many arts are we adding from deck to hand here? Starting to think Droll and Lockbird would have been better to deal with this matchup. Okay, that can't, like, add another Nouvelle card, apparently, this turn. When a card or effect is active... Okay, or when this is... If I target this or attack it... I'll probably read that later. Same here if I attack this or target it. Targets a monster in the field or when a monster is... when any monster gets attacked. Why is she on my field? One to each field. This stays there, right? So then I can't summon Fenrir. Now I can't summon Fenrir by its effect. Okay, I'm back to 0 monsters then. I have no idea what the end goal of this Nouvelle deck is supposed to be. First time ever actually seeing somebody try and play it. I might just lose simply due to the fact that I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, at least with Voiceless Voice, like, I know what to actually expect. Oh, it could be targeted with, like, any card effect. Even his own. Chef Special. What was that? What would that do? Okay, these are all... Okay, good. These are all lights or darks. I can just completely shut down the Dynamondo play with a Bestial. Could completely just shut that one down. Can stop this from actually, like, reviving anything. Target 1 ritual monster in your graveyard, which I can stop them from getting with a Bestial. I don't know what that special recipe he added was, though. I didn't bother to read the card, just flew across my screen so fast. Okay, think he says, so we'll wait and see. The counter trap, I guess, negates it. Let's read that. Okay, what does this do again? That was special summon. Okay, this is probably getting destroyed then. If you special summon Hungry Burger, you can banish this card from your graveyard, tribute as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. Guess I need to look out for that too, don't I? Oh, Fizz is high. Special summon Fenrir. Add Fenrir. Or try to, anyways. Oh, on summon he's got something. Alamute, what does this do? Tribute it. Okay, so at least this is live now. Okay, that would only be like on summon. Still gotta clear this field somehow. I'm gonna try and activate that. Okay, then that doesn't resolve. So you can just tribute off a bunch of my monsters if I try and play anything. That's concerning me. This concerns me, to say the least. Okay, so what do I need to work? Okay, this, what's the most annoying thing here? Contribute, okay. Carter, that targets a monster on the field. If I target anything, yeah, I would be. I think I tribute these two off. I hope to God I can at least use King Sarcophagus. I'm guessing you're too tired tonight or something. I have to target something. Or attack a monster for either of these to go off. I'm just trying to see all my options here. I'm just trying to see what I need to actually watch out for. What about the field spell? To grave. I'm probably just gonna be playing Dingirsu, if anything, and trying to just nuke his field that way. That's probably gonna be the play I'm gonna go for. Dingirsu, Pain Gain, or Seven Sins, like XD's Climb. That's probably what I'm gonna do at this point. I think that's what I have to go for. Okay, now I really don't know when I'm gonna finish that, to be honest. I hate to say it, but I have no idea. See if that resolves. Send this. And then I'm just gonna go, like, rank up into a pain gainer and use that to clear the other two monsters out. Something on summon, right? It gives itself 200 defense for each, like, rank amongst my Xyz monsters, and this by itself is a rank 11. Okay, Effect Veiler, sure. Yeah, there goes my original plan. That's kind of shot now. Overlay into a zombie vampire, what's that even accomplish? I don't think it accomplishes much. Still have effects here I can resolve anyway, so I'll probably leave the Horus monsters together. And whatever happens at this point happens, I guess. I have an effect here to also use. So if I attack this, he's still gonna summon something. I know, right? Do we even attack or no? I have no freaking idea. My gut's telling me no, don't attack. Don't even know if it matters either way. Yeah, that I may do. I would definitely have to try. See if I could. I do, though. Used to really just be around to watch all my Terraria and Minecraft streams. Mainly my Advent Ascension ones. Mainly those. Yeah, you would do that. Thinking on what to send here. This one, I guess. It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Not yet. how I'm not dead yet. I have no idea how I'm still alive here. Honestly, at this point, probably not for long. Everything's dark attribute, right, in the graveyard? I think all the ritual monsters are, yeah, mostly dark attributes. Super Poly should make good work of them. Yeah, that's probably something I'll be siding in at this point. I got nothing. I think I want to go first here again, most likely. I think I'll keep the Nibiru's around. Okay, I can swap cards. Okay, now I can. Dimensional Barrier Call Ritual. That should screw with them too. Seeing if this all looks right. Don't mind me. I guess I'll just do that then. So I'll have to hope, of course, all of this gets to go through. Foolish Burial Goods into Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, then I hope I can actually... Hope everything here just resolves, of course. Otherwise I can't really get anything going. Yeah, I did that right. Lava Golem's going back on the bottom. I'll just pitch the Pegasus. Don't really need a second one. I already dumped the Rainbow Bridge. I'm not gonna need another. I already have like 2 more cards in my hands though, with quite a bit more stopping power, so I'll keep those to slow him down, and I'll just set up 3 Horuses. I'm probably just gonna leave my board like this, to be honest. Hopefully I don't need to use both of these in one turn. Hopefully, yeah, like, just a simple D barrier can slow him down enough. Reveal, okay. Okay, so also adds a ritual spell. I like how the cards, like, they have the French names and then parentheses, like, they have the translation so you know what the hell you just read. Oh, pre-prep, sure. Wait for him to play a ritual spell and then just flip a D barrier, call ritual. Oh, I completely forgot about these guys. You can special summon from the extra deck. Okay, as long as that thing doesn't end up on my field, I don't really care. But even then, still, like... Ideally, I won't have to go into my extra deck, like, anyways. Glacia. Recipe to Ritual Summon, I'm gonna call... Okay, activate, and call a Ritual. Use D barrier, call ritual. Yep. Okay, even the single D barrier still just shut him down. The deck, from what I know, has no negates in it, so... And I can just shit out a lot of monsters, so I think evenly matched going second should be a good call here. I think I'm gonna want to run the evenlies here. What can get tossed though? Oh, just whatever. Need to take something out here, ideally. Do I want to keep the Duster or no? Do I even need the duster that badly? Might save it for a rainy day, I don't know. Oh wait, I already have like the 2 evenly matched anyways, so just deal with back row. I'm already playing the evenly matched anyway. Okay, thrust. Could thrust into this if I really want to. That can also help me nuke the board. This too. Okay, I got 3 lava golems in here. I'm expecting to go second, so I'm just making sure that I'm like well prepared for it. This looks... That'll do. So we're good on siding. Yes, I am. Probably going second. Could be wrong. Okay. So I sided the going second cards in. Let's see if he makes a board that just folds to evenly then. We'll see if I even need to use the evenly, because I also have a super polymerization here. Because this wouldn't make me just lose my battle phase to really just use it. 2 board breakers, will it be like good enough? Seppi's gonna go full combo. I haven't seen like the deck pull out any negates or anything. Just if I try and like target anything or attack anything, he just like continues to plus, continues to gain card advantage. But yeah, this is not gonna target anything, nor does this. So I should have some... Okay, spell or trap or monster effect when you control... Okay, if he just puts like the chef's special recipe, that's gonna stop the evenly. Okay, so actually no, it could get negated. I forgot about the counter trap. This will just completely dodge it though. Really gonna have to see what this end board looks like. Because yeah, this could actually totally get negated here. Dynamondo. Set 1. Set 2. End phase. Okay, not much of a board here, really. Just gonna summon something off the Dyna. Oh wait, he can't. Oh, you can't. Do I just skip my battle phase just to like make him lose 3 cards? So tempting to just do that. Yeah, end the battle phase. I'm gonna make him go down 3 cards here. Banish face down, so he won't get them back, most likely. I have to skip a perfectly good battle phase to do this, but... Yeah, definitely like the card economy that gives me, so... And even then, I still have this to try and screw him over with later anyways. Oh, Solemn Judgment. Apparently. Alright, now I don't have anything to really just... Alright, now I got nothing to really try and push for a game with, or just... I can't even make a board now with that. Wasn't gonna push for a game, no, I was gonna try and actually, like, get a board state established, and now I can't. Well, yeah, I can't super poly either. Can't do that either now. Worst case scenario, I could have just set these cards to the field just to try and... And then again, I wasn't expecting the Cyclone or anything like that. Oh, wow. Okay, I can't play anything. I just have to OP summons 5+ times and I just drop into Nibiru on him. And it resolves too. One. Guess it's time to start counting summons here. If he gets the 5+, hopefully Nibiru can resolve. Still on one summon here. Okay. Attack for 400. Sure, why not? Troll and Lockbird. That can slow him down, I guess, some more. Yeah, now I'm just drawing like all hand traps and nothing to actually establish a board. Just gonna give him the smaller one, I guess. On res. Draw and luck. Okay, that forces the negate. You can only use each effect once per turn, so... Okay, 2 summons now. If he does 5+ summons, I can just drop Nibiru on him. I got the chef's special recipe out of the way. Actually, no, I think we're only on 1 summon so far, the Diviner. 2. Now 3. Alright. 4. Oh, she resummons herself, so that would be 5. Yeah, and the main Nibiru. Yeah, so that Droll took the bait. Let's see if Nibiru actually does enough here. That's 5 summons. That's gotta be 5 by now. Unless, I don't know, my opponent gets like a second Omni Negate or something. $1,700, $1,850, $1,850, so $5,400 defense on the token, and then however much attack. $3,254, I think that is. Yeah, I'm still drawing all my bricks right now. Yeah, I drew another brick. I can't believe Thrust and Talon are literally doing like nothing. They've basically done nothing the whole game. Literally cannot believe these cards will not be able to do anything this whole game right now. Yeah, then again, I can't really like force them to use a monster effect during my turn at the moment. I got literally like nothing to start applying pressure or anything like that. Oh wait, that's actually fine. I guess already straight to battle phase then. Already up already. Alright, flip summon. Yeah, Sapphire Pegasus, the card that I didn't want to draw. Okay, I should have kept this stupid thing in attack mode. I should have kept this thing in attack mode. Like, no, really. Okay, any monster if it gets attacked, not just one of his. Okay, I definitely think I read that right. Can I draw anything I actually use or no? Can I draw anything actually usable here? Like, no, really. Nope. That was atrocious for the most part. Thrust and Talent, and they were basically like both. I had them in my hand the entire game. They spent the entire game like not live. It's like, come on, what could I have done? What could I have done? Really a break the board deck? I can side for trying to break the board. I mean, it looked like... Yeah, thanks. Looks like it, yeah, break the board will work very well against Nouvelle here. Okay, but he had like another Omni Negate ready anyways. And even if I would have seen like another Sarcophagus or whatnot, Cyclone would have taken care of that too. Really need to find an answer even sooner, like no, seriously. You know, most of his interactions, he had like were apparently spells and traps that I had to play through, so all of that just... Yeah, all of those just would not like make the talents live. Or the thrust. Alright, let's hope his deck dies to the Bureau then. Oh wait, I'm up first. And I cannot even do much. Still didn't see any of my starters here. I have like hand traps and a call by the ground. I'm gonna hope it's enough to just slow him down. Fusion armament. The only target, right? I don't know, pretty sure this gets banished here. I guess I will. So I think we're on like one summon here so far still. Just that Chimera. Okay, sure, why not? Two now, two monsters. Yep. I see. Okay. Let's hope to God this can go through. Yeah, Foolish Burial Goods, dump the Rainbow Bridge, and hopefully we can just start getting a field here. Hopefully get that actually set a field up after that. So I still have that Kashtira Fenrir. If I play like Imseti's Effect or anything. Just gonna do that first. See if I prompt a response from his Fenrir by summoning mine. And I have... Okay, that's the last copy. See if I prompt a response here or not. Yeah, if this responds to the Fenrir, then I can't respond to the walls of the Imperial Tomb or anything. Okay, I guess not. And something's gotta go on the bottom of the deck, sadly. What'll it be? Probably you. Okay, we're gonna do it. Called, of course. Of course. Okay, target. On res. Get rid of his Fenrir with mine. Unless he has something in the main phase 1. That's all I can do. We have no field spell and no sarcophagus. Straight to battle phase. Okay, interesting. Earth. Do I not have a lighter dark? I probably don't. I knew it. I do not. I am not surprised in the slightest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, my other two are banished face down or something dumb like that. Oh, yeah. Battle phase? Declare? Only target we have. Let me guess, Imperm? Or something else? Oh, Droplet? So I lose. Yeah. I really somehow can't summon Druid Worm, or Lava Golem, or Nibiru. What? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Like, literally nothing is a light or dark. I can't get over that. Nothing is a light or dark here. Unless that ends up in his graveyard. Yeah, the beer did absolutely nothing. I think I'm gonna side those out too, actually. Like, no, seriously. Side like this and I'll go first, most likely. Well, the attributes are just all over the place, so I don't think I want to put these in. Oh no, maybe by some fluke it'll come up, maybe. Yes, and I'm gonna go first. Again, just, yeah, like literally nothing wanted to go right for me. Literally nothing wanted to line up there. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it work. Okay, I get a much better hand at least. If Imp said he can go off, that is. Okay, that is very good. That's amazing to see that resolve. Alright, hand traps galore. Skill drain even gonna be that good here. Most of his stuff just has like effects in graveyard or... Do I go in again? I think I do. I'm gonna keep the Drill Swarm around. And the Draw Unlock. Yeah, I've definitely had better hands than this, not gonna lie. So I'll have to just hope that's good enough. That's all I can do. Oh, Book of Eclipse, what the hell? Yeah, that just shuts off all my monsters. Yeah, I have to just really hope my hand traps can slow him down then after that one. Fenrir. And a Droll on Resolution of Patchwork, I guess. Of course, all my monsters have to be face down, so I can't use any of their effects. Of course, it has to be that way. Yep, sure. So I'm gonna get 1 card off of this. I'm gonna get 1 card back off of this. Wait, didn't I play Drawn Lockbird this turn? Yeah, that I did, so I can't draw. I wouldn't be drawing cards either way. Just get me on the board with something, at least. Brick. Oh wow, I actually went through. Shocked that actually got to go through. Oh wow. Okay, right. That makes sense. Okay, what are we even fusion summoning here? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. King Sarcophagus. Now I gotta just hope this actually... Okay. Okay, can destroy it. I'm just... Okay, Magnum, another card. Okay, I was just waiting to see if he would just activate it, like, activate Magnum, like, on activation or anything. Wait. He would, right? Alright, I screwed up. Oh, Chimera Fusion. Or this. Or that, I guess. Yeah, you would. Okay, now I'm starting to see what I could have done, but it's way too late. Okay, at least just Druid Swarm's gonna go off and then... What does that do in the graveyard now? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I could get absolutely no value. I know that's Sarcophagus because I misplayed. Could have just, yeah, like attack this, swing this into Magnum, send Magnum off of Druid Swarm. And then actually, like, main phase 2 get some stuff on the board. Just gonna keep on adding shit from deck to hand, I see. Just keep on adding. I got like one lucky draw and then I just basically misplayed and just screwed everything up for myself. I misplayed. Alright, sure. I could have at least tried to do something if I just waited to use that Sarcophagus. So like main phase 2, I could have done something. So that's like 6,000 right there or something. I'm just gonna scoop. I've probably like already lost the game after that misplay anyways. Alright, get a good hand. That's the first step. Draw correctly. That we did. Okay, I'm guessing at this point, no Ash. Did I grab the secret village? Did I just blind grab the secret village and hope for the best? Ah, I guess I will. Well, also have, like, what, 2 hand traps to back me up? And then the Queevy Sunwef. Send the grave. Actually, I'm gonna just make a... Alright, fuck it, making a Monster Negate too. Monster Negate, 2 hand traps, a secret village. I'm gonna just... Yeah, hopefully I can just hold down the fort with all that. Yeah, hopefully I can just protect the castle at this point. Set up a castle, hopefully it doesn't get destroyed. Alright. Alright, free win game 1. Okay, but that means I have no idea what my opponent's playing. All I know is I'm probably going second. That's all I know for certain. I'm gonna have to go second, most likely. I don't even know if he's gonna be running a deck that's actually gonna, like, be susceptible to this. Like, my opponent didn't even, like, try and play anything, so I have no idea what... I don't know what deck they're on, unfortunately. So I won't know, like, what to side for game 2, like, at all, besides just assuming I'm going second and I'm going second cards. That's all I can assume at this point. Yeah, no way, like... I don't think I'd be going first after that one. I would not expect to go first after that. Oh, Extrav. Cost? I'll just Ash that. Give up 1 card to stop him from getting 2. What is this? Stars align above the shrine. Sakitama. Once per turn, you can summon one ritual wind monster from your deck by attributing spirits. And our Shino Bird token. What am I reading? Wait, why'd they just quit the duel? Whose levels? What am I reading? Once per turn, you could have ritual summon one wind ritual monster from your deck by trading spirit monsters and or Shino Bird tokens from your field. Whose levels equal or exceed the ritual monster's level, so I guess a level 4 at best. Twice per turn, if a face-up wind monster you control is returned to your hand. It doesn't really matter. I'll try and do one. Unless it takes like too long to find a single game. I'll do one. One duel with a custom card deck. Oh wait, I'm going first? Sure. Would have much preferred to also have like the Fiendsmith in my hand. It'll discard itself and then just revive itself. Okay, oh, thinking. Okay, never mind, they're still gonna let it through. Alright, the Arc Loss stuff is gonna go off, so this could be a quick one. Alright, let's see what he just summoned here. Can normal summon this card during your opponent's main phase, but you cannot activate card effects during your turn. During your opponent's battle phase, this card can attack after your opponent's battle the card you control. I gotta see how this is gonna work. Can normal summon this on my turn, yes. During your opponent's main phase. Okay, what was I about to do? I summon this. Anything in the graveyard to resolve. Okay, not really. An Arc Lost card I put together. One dragon monster. So I guess at any point you can just destroy a card I control. I already can't do battle phase anyways, the very first turn of the duel. Let's see. So I guess Chain Link 2, that summons itself. And then Chain Link 1, I go add. Okay, I got one Dragonite monster. Alright, he has an effect, let me see. Okay, special summon one. Okay. During, again, special summon from deck. Alright. Summon Red MD. I'll just use the Dragonite arrive in my graveyard, so... Destroy one card from my hand or field. This will go into my graveyard. And if I do... Special summon one Dragonite from hand or graveyard. So this... Let me read the rest of the card. Hang on a minute. Making sure I read this right. From your hand to graveyard. Then you can turn one dragon monster from your bandage zone to your graveyard, or one from your graveyard to your hand. I'll just put that back in my hand. I'll just put that in my graveyard. Ash the Sabuna. Oh, I can summon two of these, actually. I have a Dragonite monster in my graveyard except Zephyr. Self-revive. Alright, let me see Noma again first. That would resolve first anyways. One Dragonite monster. I'm gonna add the Sanctity. And then I guess this still pops my Zephyr afterwards. Definitely making me wish like his customs are actually written in proper like problem-solving card text. Would be like a lot less confusing to figure out exactly how all this works out. So yep, Zephyr dies. That's fine and dandy. I'll just get this guy in the graveyard. Since I have other Dragon Knights, he can come back once a turn with his own effect. Put him back on my field. I show him 3 cards, and then he gives me one of them. Yeah, 3 dragons in my deck, and then he gives me one. And then you choose one for me to add. Is added. Just making sure I type this correctly. I restate to hand, and then the other 2 back on the bottom. Tuck both back. Put that back in the extra deck, take that out of banishment. Jetsam, then would summon Dragon Monster with a different attribute from Dark, so anything that's not Dark. To my field. Link 2 and the red MD off into an alter code Link Dragon. grave. I'm gonna do that to Zephyr and Astrid herself. Synchro 8 with them. To revive himself now. So I'm gonna link 5. What to banish? Oh, is he still here? I'm trying to remember. I think Sanctity revived himself. I don't think he revived himself yet, so I'm gonna do that right now. I know Atlantis didn't revive himself either, so I'm gonna do that now too. gonna use the last effect also on this IO here. Banish a link monster from graveyard. And add night cards from deck or graveyard to hand equal to the link rating of whatever I banished. Pass. And then just set all that back row and pass. What does this do? Must reveal their decks. Both players pick either one or two. What does this do exactly? Both players either pick one or two. I'm wondering how a card like this is even supposed to work. Both players can add a card from any card from their deck to their hand. If he picks one. Yeah, it is. I'll just add another hand trap. Just add another monster negate. Probably honestly like not gonna really like bother going through the motions at this point. I think I'll just attack for game at this rate. I could keep on playing, but nah. Oh, you got something? I gotta read CC as well. Gonna negate best with the Consecrated Angel, I guess. Unaffected by card effects. Except this card. And that's gonna make things more interesting, so I can't negate it. I can't negate its effects if it's unaffected. Guess he's still resolving something here. What's Sabuna do here again? Heavy Beast. Okay, which effect? Chronic Guard. Target a... Then you can destroy one card in the field. Alright. Alright. Utet, okay, whatever that is. One Demi-Right spell from your deck to your hand. Is he using that? Can activate it from your hand this turn. It means if it's unaffected, I can't negate it or anything like that. Demi-Beast monsters are unaffected. Or wait. I think he still has priority here. So they'll come back, and then that quick play he played is gonna go off. Now I have to let that resolve. Damn. Same card again. Oh wait, can't do it multiple times a turn. Oh wait, I have to like connect this to my other Link monsters anyways. See if I need to explain like that, I can still actually use it as Link material because I'm just doing like a Link summon here. And not like a card effect, this is an inherent Link summon. just gonna go into the battle phase already. Unless he has other effects he can play. Gained a lot of life points. I don't know, I still have fun just seeing like how stupidly broken I can make a deck that still actually kind of resembles Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, just, I guess try to imagine what the game would look like after, like, another 10 years of power creep or something like that. Like, if the decks were even stronger, like, what would the game, like, what would the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Look like if decks were even more overpowered than they already are? So this list I have also does incorporate the Fiendsmith engine to some degree. So 3 of these, I just discarded to add the Tractus, unless it's already in, and I hope I don't draw the Tractus. And then with that, I just search this up and then discard it to Tractus's own effect to just revive itself, so I have a Light Fiend on the field, which I just link off into Requiem. Then special summon another Fiendsmith from the deck. And then the first Fiendsmith that discarded itself to the graveyard to add the Tractus can shuffle back the Ixala into my deck to revive itself, so just through one card alone, I can just get 2 level 6s on the board to make a Beatrice. And then kind of just from there, the world is honestly my oyster. I have the option of sending, say, for example, this just to get some cards in my graveyard just to, like, mill 5 if I wasn't able to draw into, like, one of my Arc Lost Miracles or just the Eowyn itself. Or this to just put a non-tuner dragon into my graveyard also. Or this, if it's in my deck still. I don't have, like, other Metal Gone monsters or spells and traps, so I can't, like, capitalize off of the Sense of Graveyard ability, but as long as it's in the graveyard or banishment, my dragon monsters all gain 1500 attack and defense. And this can... not too hard to summon this, actually. And I get cards from my hand into the graveyard if, like... It might also come up if this is in my hand and I want to just, like, summon it. May come up that, perhaps, I don't know, I can just send something like an Eowyn or a Gale or one of the Dragon Knights to my graveyard, if I want them there instead of in my hand, to summon this thing, and also one of my opponent's cards. Oh wait, I can also just use the Tractus as graveyard effect to fuse it into the Lacrimosa, and then that way I just... if I do that, I can also just get like 1200 damage inflicted to the opponent just by doing that too. It's another idea. So that was just a little bit of what you could do with the Fiendsmith package, how one card just gets you into Beatrice by itself if all the plays relating to it go uninterrupted. And then, yeah, I have, like, so many options with, like, what to do with my Beatrice. Getting, like, an Arc Lost monster in the graveyard just to get either the mill 5 or send a non-tuner dragon. Getting this in the graveyard so all of my monsters get, like, 1500 attack and defense. A Dragon Knight Orb so that if my opponent tries to play anything with 2000 or more attack, I can just tribute it off and then revive one of my own monsters. Or, oh, I could also bring it back from banishment, too. I can revive any dragon with 2000 or more attack from my graveyard or banishment by just tributing one of my opponent's monsters with... all it has to have is, like, 2000 or more attack. That's almost everything in the game that's relevant, quite frankly. That's another, like, good, like, Beatrice target for this Dragon Knight pile. So I think I only have, like, aside from the 2 copies of Sanctity, I only have 1 copy of each of these other Dragon Knight monsters who all share this thing in common, that if the opponent has a level 6 or higher monster or something with 2400 or more attack, these can just special summon themselves from the hand on a quick effect, or if my graveyard just has like another Dragon Knight monster besides itself, it can revive itself in the graveyard. Astrid is a tuner and she can just adjust the levels on my monsters. Pick 2 monsters, set their levels between anything from 1 to 6, so yeah, I can pretty much synchro summon just about anything with like an even, with like a level that's divisible by 2 and has like generic materials. So these would be like kind of like my favorite like synchro monsters just kind of go into. This being like untargetable, and Omni Negate that actually doesn't negate, it changes the effect, and when it attacks, banishes something face down. This makes it so your opponent's cards in their graveyard are all unaffected by their card effects and can't activate any of their effects, so this basically just makes the opponent's entire graveyard null and void, and if the opponent like really needs their graveyard for their deck to function and they can't out Necro Emperor, this can probably just honestly like run away with the game by itself. Your opponent's cards basically like can't, they probably won't be able to like leave the graveyard in any way, shape, or form. Most likely if they're unaffected by all like card effects. And they can't use any of their effects in the graveyard, so they're basically all stuck there. Okay, maybe like if, okay, actually if cards can just inherently summon themselves from the graveyard, they could get out of the graveyard that way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's just say if like I had my Horus monsters in the graveyard, like with my actual like Horus deck that I play in like the actual game. Those are inherent summons, they'd probably be able to summon them, they'd summon themselves. They would be able to ignore Necro Emperor since they're not activating effects or anything. I figured I'd just try and name one example, but this would probably just shut down almost every crucial graveyard-related play your opponent could do, still. And it's entirely generic materials on a level 10, so I think a card like this in the real game would, yeah, a card like this in the real game would pretty quickly become a problem if you ask me. So that's good for synchro summoning. This one, if I have anything in the bandage zone, I can revive it. This just basically like gives one of my monsters additional attack points. Among all of the Dragon Knights, this is probably one of the least impactful effects in my opinion. Sanctity, when it's summoned, can revive any dragon from my graveyard with 3,000 or less attack. So basically almost all of them. Darkus can just fusion summon. Only really have this to summon into. If I need to recover like banished dragon monsters, I can summon into like 4th Draco Fighter with Darkus and any other dragon with its own effect. Zephyr on summon adds from a Dragon Knight monster from deck to hand. Also, one thing that I just quickly noticed is that every one of these like monsters that actually has an effect that goes off upon being summoned, Sanctity, Atlantis, Zephyr, I quickly noticed those are all when effects, so ideally I would really want to just summon these on Chainlink 1, otherwise the Dragon Knights that have the when effects on summon, they'd all miss timing. So rather than just like chain the summon of something like a Zephyr to like an opponent's card effect, I would just basically wait for my opponent to be done activating their effects in a specific chain, and then I'd say like, on res, start a new chain, summon Zephyr to make sure he hits the field on Chainlink 1 so he doesn't miss timing. Yeah, because I know with these when effects, like, this has to be like the last thing that happens. This has to be the most recent action that happens, otherwise you miss the timing and you cannot activate the effect. So if any sort of like when effect monster like that has an effect that goes off on summon, if it gets summoned on Chainlink 2 or higher, it's just automatically gonna miss timing because there'd be something that would just happen after that. And then when it would be time for this to actually resolve, it wouldn't go off. One example that also like comes to mind is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. Like if you just Book of Moon it, they could just choose to like not activate the effect, and then their monster will be like stuck face down, and they can't use it later. But if they use it like in response to Book of Moon, which is their only opportunity to get that effect off before it's face down and can't use the effect, is forcing them to use the effect on Chainlink 2 in response to your Book of Moon, which will then like cause the Hot Red Dragon King Archfiend Calamity and miss timing. Actually, no, it's like if they summon it out with Crimson Dragon, and if the opponent has like a Crimson Dragon and then like another like level 12 synchro or something, you would use the Crimson Dragon effect. Your opponent would Book of... Actually, no, like you'd Book of Moon. The opponent would be forced to use the Crimson Dragon effect to summon the King Calamity on Chainlink 2. So Calamity would hit the field on Chainlink 2. The Book of Moon would... Yeah, the Book of Moon would still resolve. Okay, what? I don't remember which monster gets put back in the extra deck, but the Book of Moon would either resolve or, like, fail to resolve because the target was gone, but in either case scenario, there was something else that happened in that sequence of events that was not just Hot Red hitting the field last. Like, Hot Red would hit the field, and then the Book of Moon would attempt to activate, so because of that, like, the Hot Red would miss timing. These, I assume, is like the same sort of deal. If you summon any of these on Chainlink 2, they're gonna miss timing, so try and summon them Chainlink 1. So that's the Dragon Knights. The Arc Loss package, which I have in just about, like... I have this in so many of my custom deck lists, it's just getting ridiculous at this point. Because, yeah, for example, Eowyn functions as a hand trap. They can just rip a card out of either graveyard. If the opponent controls a monster, you also just get to draw a card on top of that. And just by summoning this thing, you can just synchro summon anything you want, including using materials from your graveyard. So cards that have already served their purpose, you can just banish them as synchro material and just summon pretty much any good synchro monster out of your extra deck, just with... Yeah, you're basically getting an extra synchro monster on top of just like a hand trap-like effect that's already pretty good to begin with. And then when this card is banished or sent to the graveyard, you get to mill 5, which, yeah, just that can easily set your graveyard up for so many graveyard-related plays. I'm trying to like imagine if this would be like a kind of card Konami would ever print. Probably not in the near future. I think I might see something like this coming out after like 10 more years of power creep. This might be like the card we'd be waiting eagerly for in the 2035 megatons or something. Hoping maybe the price goes down from like, I don't know, from like $200 or something to like something more reasonable. I read a card like this and I go like, okay, 10 years from now I see a card like this being short printed at Secret at like $200 a copy because every deck could theoretically use it to some extent. When are they going to reprint this? They're probably going to reprint this into the ground and then ban it. 2 of the Water Arc Loss. That has to like specifically like activate as Chainlink 2 in response to a monster effect, but even then still. Still get to banish card from either graveyard, summon itself, and then when it is summoned, you get an Arc Loss card from deck to hand. If it's just summon in general, you get an Arc Loss card from deck to hand, and this is probably one of the better picks in my opinion. A Fire Arc Loss that I made that you kind of just add to the archetype. This one only banishes cards out of your own graveyard, but there are still applications for this. And also added that if you banish one of your own Arc Loss cards, you can add another Arc Loss card from your graveyard to your hand. On summon, you can draw one and send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and if this is banished or sent to the graveyard, you can Foolish Burial any non-tuner dragon monster. And if you want to Synchro Summon and you use this and at least one other Arc Loss monster as synchro material, you can use this card as for a tuner. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon just to get like another easy like dragon monster on the board. This is very easy to summon because just with any dragon monster you can link it off into Metal Proto Dragon who just adds the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Hand traps. A lot of them, especially if we also count the Arc Loss, because they can do double duty as starters and hand traps. And extenders. Particularly this one because you can activate it whenever. I guess we'll also count this as a hand trap because it can also just mess up your opponent's graveyard related plays. Though with less flexibility than the AON. This one only rips cards out of like the graveyard of the person who's playing it, so I don't think I'll count it as a hand trap per se. I'll include these towards the count, so that'll be 5. 3 Consecrated Angels. Yeah. Overpowered. I have to admit. Negate any monster effect, running that at 3. Only 2 Ash because I want to try, like, more, like, custom hand traps. And I also want to pick tuners because, yeah, these are just cards I can later banish to a Arc Lost Aowen for an easy synchro summon. So let's just say I mill a bunch of cards and then at some point I end up with like a spare Ash Blossom and one of my Dragon Knights in the graveyard I don't need to have there still. And I summon this. I could just banish like the 2 monsters I just mentioned to go do a Synchro 9. I get basically a free Synchro 9. And this is a once per turn like monster negate. Oh, and whenever it's summoned you draw 1 card. So yeah, 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Mourner, and Moonlit Shell. I'm just leading towards taking all of the hand traps and also double as tuners for, yeah, the synchro plays with the Arc Lost AON. Some other, like, custom cards that... Yeah, basically more Ghost Girls that... More custom Ghost Girls people have made. If your opponent special summons a monster from the deck or graveyard, you can discard this card this turn. Neither player can special summon monsters from their decks or graveyards. Also, your opponent takes no damage for the rest of that turn. But if you do it during your opponent's turn, like... I think it would honestly make way more sense if, let's just say you do this on your opponent's turn. They take no damage on their turn, and then on the next turn, where it gets passed back to you, you also can't do damage to them. Probably would have made a lot more sense, honestly, wording it that way. Because damn, that is... I mean, against, yeah, the right deck, this can basically just be like a turn skip, honestly. 1 Traveling Lemming in a long time. Mainly just having a card I can discard that would negate something else. If my opponent has like some sort of a negate, I can just discard this to negate their negate. Oh, also setting cards directly from the deck, this could come up too, you never know. Palladius, the Palladium Metal Gong that mainly just, if it's in the graveyard, all my dragon monsters get a massive stat buff. Oh yeah, this was just the Fiendsmith engine I was talking about earlier. These 5 cards here and then 2 cards in the extra. That's my Fiendsmith package. 3 Arc Lost Miracle. Quick play spell, discard 1 card, summon an Arc Lost monster from deck or graveyard, then mill 5. And if you summon this, you can easily get it to the graveyard by just linking off into a Metal Proto, and then you mill another 5. So this is an easy mill. This is an easy, like, mill 10. Yeah, I truly have made a broken deck. There's no getting around it. The Dragon Knight back row is also, like, really nothing to scoff at either, since I have, like, an extra deck monster that can actually technically go and search out, like, the Dragon Knight cards anyways. It just searches Knight cards, the Dragon Knights also count. So these are just, yeah, like, more cards to really help me play my Dragon Knight monsters if I need them. They also all have, like, graveyard effects, so if they end up in the graveyard, they'll still be able to do a little something there, too. Add Spell Trap. From deck to hand, except another copy of this. You can banish this from your graveyard. Destroy 1 dragon monster you control or in your hand. And if you do, add 1 Dragon Knight Spell Trap from your graveyard or banish zone to hand, except Dragon Knight space. You can normal summon Dragon Knights without tributing. Once per turn, if you summon a dragon monster, you can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls who has less attack than whatever you played. You can destroy 1 dragon monster from your hand or field. That's a good target right there. So is that. But definitely really made me want to experiment with the Dragon Knights is that also a lot of the cards that they interact with can just be like any dragon type. And considering just how much support dragons get even in the original game, and they gain even, of course, people just probably like want to make a lot more like cool custom dragon support and yeah, custom cards as well. Dragons now have even more support, such as of course the Dragon Knight archetype. So on and so forth. Dragon Knights arrive. After Dragon Knight monster from deck to hand, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy one card from your hand or field. Special summon one Dragon Knight from hand or graveyard, then either like take a Dragon Knight from banishment, put it back to graveyard, or put one from graveyard to hand. I'll go over this a little bit later, why it's in here. Dragon Knight Clouds. Basically, this is a negate if you have a Dragon Knight monster out. Likewise, if you have a Dragon Knight monster out, this is an Omni Negate on a counter trap. So they'll need another counter trap or whatnot, because this is spell speed 3. They'll need another counter trap to respond to this at all. I haven't even really bothered to like summon this or read the whole wall of text here, but I don't know, it looks pretty powerful. I mean, the art looks cool. And if I had to hazard a guess, like, it looks like it's AI generated, so... It would have been a lot cooler, the art, though, if, like, an actual human created it. But yeah, I'm having to hazard a guess this is AI generated, like the other Dragon Knights. Cool art, but it would be cooler if, like, an actual person drew it, in my opinion. I've never summoned this, and I don't know if I will. I mean, ideally, I'd wait until, like, I don't know, one of my other Xyz monsters is just, like, hit the graveyard, and then, only then would I want to summon this. Because I get to revive an Xyz monster and attach any 2 monsters from my deck to that card's material. Attach 1 Xyz material from this card. Set 1 capital spell or trap card to your field. And if it's a quick play spell, you can activate it this turn. The capital spell that ISD Legacy can technically search. So you can use one or both of these effects to target 3 banished monsters, which would have to be face up because it's checking to see if they're monsters. Shuffle all 3 into the deck, draw 1 card. So if you have 3 face up banished monsters, you can shuffle all back into the deck to draw 1. If you also have, like... Ideally, you just banish monsters out of your graveyard face down, rather than, like, just banish cards out of your hand or field to draw 1 card. And then after that point, you can't draw any more cards by card effects. But most of the cards I have here just add directly from deck to hand, or just put a bunch of cards in the graveyard, and then just summon a bunch of cards in the graveyard, so... The restriction is probably just not gonna come up, really. This is unlikely to come up in this deck anyways, with a lot of the stuff just hitting the graveyard and coming back from that. Or me just searching the deck directly for cards. Beatrice. Yeah, because she can both send any card from deck to graveyard once on your turn, and then once on your opponent's turn if need be as well. Yeah, once per turn quick effect, attach 1 material, send any card from your deck to the graveyard. I'm thinking like in the real game. Fiendsmith, because it's a 1-card Beatrice, that she's gonna get banned within, like, 2 ban list updates, I'm guessing already. Either the next one or the one after. To curb the power of Fiendsmith, she's getting banned, I call it. I already mentioned this is in here just to recur, like, dragon monsters if they get banished and I need that. That's just a bit of the Fiendsmith engine right there. Dragon Knight Tyrant. If this card or any other dragon is summoned to my field, I can destroy up to 2 of my opponent's cards. This can also pretty easily come back if I just... Yeah, because all my Dragon Knights can easily revive themselves, they can just tribute themselves off to then revive the Dragon Knight Tyrant, if need be. Proto-Metal. Metal Proto-Dragon to just link climb, to start a link climb. So it typically starts with any dragon monster, link off into this, search Red MD, banish Metal Proto to summon the Red MD, summon any dragon monster from my graveyard, of choosing, whatever happens to be there at the time, have 2 monsters to link off into Dragon Lord Jetsam, will then just get me another dragon into my hand, one onto my field. I will have a banished monster already, that being the Metal Proto-Dragon, who will go back into my extra deck to summon anything that's not a dark from my deck, preferably one of the non-dark Dragon Knights, who will then end up in the graveyard after I have Link summoned Alter Code Link Dragon, who can then put another Dragon Knight in the graveyard. Sure, whatever I summon from the deck cannot use any of its effects on the field, but the graveyard effects are still fine. So this gets another monster into my graveyard, so at that point, I have like 2 Dragon Knights that should probably easily be able to come back from the graveyard, and a Link 3 just sitting here. So I have 3 effect monsters, a Link 3, and then, yeah, 2 other monsters that can just be used to go off into a Link 5 here. This. Unaffected by the opponent's card effects. On summon, banish anything on the field. Once per turn on a quick effect, you can revive any monster from either player's graveyard or banishment to one of the zones this points to. You'll take a bit of damage, well, a very little bit of damage, especially if you just summon a Link monster like I typically do. And then, yeah, once per turn you can also banish a Link monster from your graveyard, and then add any number of Knight cards from deck to hand equal to its Link rating. Okay, or graveyard too. Add Knight cards equal to the Link rating of whatever you banished from your deck or graveyard to your hand. I typically, with that, use IO to just, on top of having a 4,000 attack beat stick that's unaffected by opponent's card effects, so there's very few ways of getting it off the field. And it's just like a, yeah, like a monster revive on a stick on a quick effect. On top of that, I'm using it to also just search out my entire back row. Typically, I would want to grab 1, maybe even 2 copies of Orb if we have them, because with any other Dragon Knight monster on the field, these are just 2 Omni Negates I can just use. And then Clouds, because it's also like a card negate if I have a Dragon Knight monster. So typically, like, my cards of choice to tutor up with IO are just 3 negates. Lovely. Already mentioned what this does and what this does, and this is just level, and if I have like one of my level 3 tuners in the graveyard and I want to just really badly synchro summon something off of AO and get some extra value off of it, I go into this. Because it's a level 9, I still have quite a few level 3s, and then all the Dragon Knights are level 6s. Or if I have like a spare Fiendsmith in the graveyard, I guess I banish that off too instead, to go into my level 9 here. Forgot to mention just this little effect here. I did also like already bring up the rest of the effects on Rehabilitated Demonic Dragon, Vanity Revolve Destroyer already. And then yeah, I also like was spending some time talking about the Necro Emperor as well. Yep, so that is yet another broken deck I've made in customs. And with that, it's getting hella late. I'm gonna just end the stream, and I've just been rambling on so much I'm gonna really need something to drink. I must have been rambling for like 30 minutes straight at this point. Yeah. So with that, that'll be it for the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody.